Hi there YouTube, Mark Vergier here. Dave, Lomboys Post 1975. He's asked one of his great questions again. What's more important, how a gameplay video is captured, or the person playing it? Yeah, I think the person playing the video is what makes the video. The commentary, the humor. That is what makes a video, and I don't give a rat's ass how it's recorded. Aesthetics, of course, if a video is well edited, if the capture quality is good, well, that could make for a nicer viewing experience, I guess. But I tend to prefer videos that have some rough edges, actually, that are single take, just off the cuff. I prefer those personally because I wanna have a connection with the person making the video, and if it's just an off the cuff recording, then you probably will get the person as he or she really is, or close to how they really are. So that actually is most important. And of course, I mean, I do appreciate well edited fancy videos as well, but when they're overproduced, they become a bit sterile, and yeah, for me that kind of ruins the experience, I guess. But I mean, there's highly edited videos that I totally enjoy. I mean, Classic Game Rooms Mark, he does well edited videos. He's not, at least not that I know, a real member of the YouTube gaming community. I mean, his channel has grown so large that his yeah, I mean, he's just a big channel, almost like a TV station, I guess. Paul Ventris. I mean, Paul Ventris's videos, and he's back. He did a new video. He's using emulation. I don't give a rat's ass if a person uses emulation or not. I mean, of course, I mean, I do prefer playing the games on the real consoles, but I mean, if a person happens to be able to record his gameplay footage on emulation, it's fine. But Paula's videos really are very nice. They're off the cuff, but the visuals are very nice. And his last Bubble Ghost Counter 64 video, that looked awesome. Emulation, but I myself have invested quite a bit of time and money in obtaining some very good capture options. That was just because I was interested in the techniques, and living in 50 hertz country using CRTs way back in 2006, 2007, 8, 9, when I first became active on YouTube. Back then I only had a CRT, and that ran at 50 hertz or sometimes 60 hertz, depending on the signal you put into it. I mean, most of the TVs are multi-norm, even the old CRTs, but you'd always have a tremendous amount of flickering, very much like this video. I mean, there's something interfering. I think it's the TV screen. I'm actually viewing I'm viewing the video on the TV, and I think it's displaying at 60 hertz, and the mains, the lights over here, they're actually 50 hertz, so there's a bit of interference, I guess. Um, but the flickering, I mean, that can be a bit headache inducing, I guess, but pointing the camera at the screen, um, yeah, pointing the camera at the screen has its charm, you know. Mr. Starbucks had, he points the camera at the screen at an angle. Great. I mean, I like his commentary, so yeah, I have no problems watching that whatsoever. Mr. Television, Mr. Television Dude, in Television Dude, he points his camera at that TV, and you know, he doesn't show himself, and you see his hands, and he unboxes stuff and just videos, and it's great. I mean, whatever happened to the giraffe clock? Actually, I think it's still in Dan's vicinity. I think Dan is very reluctant to let it go, but it should move on because the story needs to continue. Oh, what a tangent. Yeah, so the people behind the videos, that's what makes it important to me. I mean, I see YouTube as a social network, and sharing, interaction, the people, the personalities, that is what it is all about. And in 37 with Isabel, the humor, the two fat boys, the 16-bit brothers, great editing though, great editing, but yeah, 16-bit brothers, the chemistry, how they interact, how they're part of the community. Pete, Snestastic Pete, his pickup videos, and he even makes fun of himself a bit, like he's trying to get back into getting a full, I believe a full PAL UK collection of the Sega Master System. He's a collector, and it's in his blood, and he'll keep doing it. And he was making fun of himself. He said, well, next video I'll say that I'm getting rid of it and I'll buy it again. And a lot of people are actually doing that, you know, and that's fine. I myself, I'm more inclined to be a bit, how do you say that, more selective about the stuff that I get. And I believe Woodlin 37 also talked about that, and Grubgun even, I guess, or was it Mr. Golden Bullocks, Cojones Deloro, the Golden Bullocks. He's talking about downsizing or weeding out the bad apples from within the collection, because I mean, who needs shelf space filled with duds? You want shelf space filled with great games that you want to play, right? So yeah, I mean, and there's some, I'm really on a tangent here. Of course, there's some must-have evil games, duds. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, if you own an Atari 2600, you need ET. You need the card ET. I mean, that's just a legendary card, and the game isn't actually that bad. A couple of years ago, I got a very nice response on a little piece I wrote on ET, or we were writing on ET and discussing a guy with autism. I believe he was 16 years old. I mean, a lot of people in the thread were dissing ET, and he actually explained that that ET for him was a very interesting game because it really fitted his mental state. I mean, it brought him a lot of fun, and he thought the world of the game, and he was actually a bit upset that so many people dissed on the game, and yeah, he was invited to talk about it, but he declined. He said, well, you know, I'm not that good at it, so yeah, that's his autism, you know, so yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's my answer, you know. The person who makes the video is more important than the way the video is recorded or edited. Well, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon, I guess. And yeah, the people who go to replay this year, yeah, bold, tall dude, will be in the vicinity of Manchester and the Expo Center. I hope this year the queues will be, and you know, we won't have to wait so long to get in, because last year we were queuing for a long time. But at the same time, actually, that was actually quite fun. Talking to people, meeting up with people. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Well, that's it. Video response. And if you haven't subscribed to Lawnmower Post 1975's channel, please do so. Link down below in the hoo-ha bar. The he-hoo-hickey-doo bar. Yeah, remember the time that we were pointing? Yeah, there and there. YouTube has changed so much. And still, I mean, it's very similar. And yeah, I hope they will retain the social aspects of things. I mean, the fact that you can't do video responses anymore, I mean, yeah, that's a shame. So what I do is I'll record this video as a response, and I'll email it to Lawnboys Post 1975. I'll let Dave know that I made a video response, so you can still do that. And yeah, what you could actually do is put links in your description. I mean, if people make video responses, and if it's doable, of course, you could actually make, you know, you do an update, you say links updated or whatever, and you do in the description, you put the links of the videos that people have sent you as video responses, or, you know, you put them in as annotations in your video. It's a crying shame that these video responses have left us. But we could use other platforms. I mean, a lot of people are on Facebook or on other social media where you can actually, you know, do that kind of interaction as well. I really don't get the Google Plus integration. I mean, the way they go about it, well, it could work, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. So this is before replay, and the next video will probably be after replay, or I may show up in someone else's video. You never know. Yeah, it lasted long enough. 30 minutes. That's actually very nice. 13 minutes. I've stolen away 13 minutes of your precious time, and it's ticking. The clock is ticking. It's even more. It's 13 minutes, 16 seconds. 13 minutes, 20 seconds, eating away at your life, sucking away all the pleasure, all the life energy like an emotional vampire. Oh well, yeah. I guess that's it.